Welcome back once again. This is the official first episode of unTIEd. Now we did do a pilot episode, I think about a month back, and I was really just trying to test the waters. I was trying to see how we wanted to deliver these messages, how we wanted to come up with the conversations, how we wanted to just be in this space. And I didn't even have a true name for it, but then having a conversation with my fiance and just having conversations, because during the weeks on TikTok, and you can find it DenardRaps, I have these conversations that I drop, these quick shorts that I drop. They're called TieTalk. So here, as you can tell, to go along with the phrasing, this conversation, these episodes will be called unTIEd. And the reason we're calling that, because I didn't want to box myself in. I didn't want to pigeonhole myself and have just talk about sports or talk about the political stance or talk about what we seen, current events. I wanted to talk about what will build us. And it presents a challenge. And it did take a while for me to deliver this episode or come back again. And truth be honest, I think I was overwhelmed. I think I was having issues trying to figure out how I wanted to do it. And also being slothful, you know what I mean? And I think that came about because of the anxiety of trying to figure out, how I wanted to do it, not wanting to fail, not wanting to look stupid, these types of things that I was going through in my mind. So it brought a sense, a level of hesitation, a level of anxiety. However, I knew that I wanted to do this. I knew I wanted to recommit. So we're going to start here. And granted, we're still adding things. I've been studying and researching and watching other videos and seeing how people, they have intros, they have slides that come in, they have, they do a lot of these different features and things that keeps the audience engaged. So that's my goal. We're going to add, different things to it. Maybe this video, next video, just slowly add different things to the video till we get our recipe, till we get what tastes good, what fits us, and that we can be sustainable and deliver these messages and have a good time with it, but also grow as a community. So like I said, I did drop like a pilot, the very first episode on this channel, but not the official first episode. I dropped that probably like a month and a half ago, I think it was. However, that presented a lot of challenges for me. I didn't like how the video came out. And hopefully this one comes out when I go back to edit, play with it and see if I need to redo it or how I can advance and be better with doing these videos. But like I said, I didn't like how the video came out. I didn't like the background, so I changed the scenery a little bit. I'm still gonna add some things and try to get better at it so I can keep y'all engaged. But then also, I just want to grow with this. So if you're watching this, if you have thoughts, hey Greg, or DenardRaps rather, this will make the video better. This would, if you have suggestions, if you have things that you want to talk about, that you want to that you say, hey, I've been noticing a lot of videos do this, and if it fits our mode. Now, see, that's the thing we're not going to do though. We're not going to assimilate. We're not going to, put ourselves in the same pattern everybody else, because we are unTIEd. We have no borders. We have no restraints, because this is our conversation. This is how we grow. Now, we do have standards, but we do not have anything that's going to shackle us and slow us down. This is a place, this is a channel that we all can grow, that we want to grow. And the Lord has just blessed me to have the tools, the opportunity, and also the courage to step through the anxiety or being overwhelmed and just going and dropping and working and growing at this. I know it's a learning curve. I understand that some people have more money to put into it. I understand people have more time. I understand all these different things. But however, I think the biggest thing that I may be challenged with, or anyone else that may be going into their different sections or their different walks, their different journeys, I think the biggest thing that we are challenged with is not the failure or the sense of failing. I think it's more or less just what it takes to succeed. I think we are more afraid of succeeding, and that anxiety and the sense of being overwhelmed of succeeding, because what is the response when you succeed, or what is the effect of it? How can you continue to sustain it? What is the responsibility of this level? See, you got to keep coming back. You got to keep coming back. You got to keep dropping. You got to keep engaging. You got to stay committed. And that's where we are. This is where we are. This is the official first episode, like I said, of unTIEd, the conversation. Or some we still playing with that, but I know it's unTIEd. Now, y'all clicked on this video and I went through that whole rant, and I apologize for it, but I just wanted to bring y'all into the thought process and the challenges that we have. However, y'all clicked on this video because y'all saw the title. It was Levels of Becoming a Man. And I've watched a lot of videos, and I know you have as well, where you see these men encouraging other men or talking down on men, and then there's some men that are down talking the women in order to make the men feel good, and then they talking down on the men to make the women feel good. And I feel like we're just having all these different perspectives, all these different viewpoints, to just a corrupt mindset. Very seldom do I come across a video where it's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Most times it's man versus woman. And I just don't understand it, because if we have a planet full of men, we're going to die because we can't reproduce. If we have a planet full of women, we're going to die because they can't reproduce. I just don't understand the battle. Whereas man versus woman, I just don't get it. Now, I do understand how the word states that woman will always desire the man's position. I get that, because that is the nature. That is what came about with Adam and Eve. I understand that. However, there's still, it's like a man has to prove that he's better than the woman, and the woman on the other side says, I have to prove that I'm better than the man. She has to prove that she can make as much money. She has to prove that she's good enough. She has to prove. And then you have these men where they're just like, well, I'm gonna prove it, and you're not good enough, and all this and all stuff. Or they have that superior complex, or you on the other end, you have these very, very feminine, very submissive men. And I just don't get it. I don't understand it. However, the reason I brought us into this conversation is because there's levels of becoming a man. There's levels of becoming a man. And I don't care who you talk to. I don't care what man it is. I don't care. It could be the top, as they call them, the top dog man. I don't care. At some point, every man has to evolve. Every man has to grow. And they did not come out the womb a top dog, a top G, or alpha male. They did not. They did not. Now, I do understand, though. I do understand the thought process of, or they like to call the beta males. The beta males, where they're just overly submissive, overly passive. And to me, a beta male and a simp male are the exact same thing. They're the exact same thing. But here is the in my experience. In my experience, this is the passageway. This is the pathway of a man becoming a man, and then ultimately the end result of, I guess they want to call it an alpha male, or whatever they want to, whatever descriptive term they want to put on it to categorize the different levels of a man, right? So every man, I don't care who they are, every man goes through the beta stage. I don't care who they are. Every man goes through the beta stage. Because you have to remember this though. At one time, when you was a child, when you was a early double digits preteen, or let's go back. When you like 7, 8, you may like girls, but you like, ugh. At that time, what you doing? You pushing on the girls, you fighting on the girls, you teasing the girl that you like. You know, just to kind of let them know you like it. Let's if we're gonna keep it 100, let's keep it 100, right? That's the game that we played early on. But you're still a child, so I get it. I get it. So you naturally have this inclination to want the attention. See, this is where we want to give that phrase a beta male. This is, you naturally have that inclination to want the attention of a woman because that's your natural desire. That you're supposed to want the attention of women. However, there's a statement, there's a time, there's a passage to where as a man matures, he has to go through that beta male stage. See, that beta male stage, a lot of men may get stuck there because they do not know how to evolve. They do not know how to evolve. And what happens is that young man meets a young lady. And it's puppy love. It's infatuation. But it's his first one. It's the one he really liked. And what happens? It doesn't work out. So he gets his heart broke. Think about it. Think about that first time you had your first girlfriend. See, I'm talking to my brothers. Think about it. You had that first girlfriend. And it was working out. Y'all was probably in the 9th, 10th grade. Let's go 7th through 10th grade. You had that puppy love. She was your girlfriend. And y'all broke up. Y'all broke up because she wanted a senior. You can't tell me your heart wasn't broke. You can't tell me that you wasn't overly passive at that time. You can't tell me that you wasn't. Because you didn't know. That first breakup, you was a beta. You was a beta. Why was you a beta? Because she went with something that was top of the food chain at the time. She went with somebody that either their parents might have had more money, so he dressed better. Or he might have been an upperclassman. He might have had all these different things above you. That's why she wanted something else. You already know the character of a woman as she's growing is to want what's going to provide the best. So every male goes through that first beta stage. Because you're learning. But this is where it changes, right? See, now, after you go through that beta stage, what naturally happens? Say it with me. That young man becomes a dog. Oh, he becomes a dog. He say, oh, my heart not gonna get broke like that no more. And all these girls in here, I like all these girls. I like all these girls. And don't let them be an athlete. Don't let them be tall. Don't let them already have some charm with them. Oh, yeah. Oh, you can't tell them nothing else now. Because he got to go through that stage. He got to go through that dog stage to continue to grow. See, he can't go from beta, male to alpha. Now there's stages to that. So now, he leave that beta stage and now he in that dog stage. Ooh, we finna talk about it. He in that dog stage. He trying to run it up. He trying to get all the girls. It's a game now. It's a game now, right? So he that dog now. Right? He got this girl, he got that girl's popularity. And then, and then here's the deal though. Why he that dog, he may be considered the bad boy or whatever. So now he's getting even more girls because the girls think he's the top of the food chain. He the top of the food chain. Right? Because he that dog, he talking to this chick, that chick. And that's the game that we know at that time. As many chicks you can get, you that dog, you that man. Yeah, you know that. You know that. But let's progress a little bit. So he go from that dog stage. I say, let's give him 11th grade. Come on now. Play with me. Talk with me. Hang with me. Ride with me. It started that early. See, now these periods last though now. Yeah. These periods last. Let's talk about it. So he go from beta, because the beta, you come out of that beta stage really early. You come out of that beta stage really early because that beta stage is the beginning. Let's be 100 about it, right? That's the beginning of learning it, right? That's the learning the relationship. So then you go out and come into that beta, you go straight into that dog stage. And you probably in that dog stage. You can go in that dog stage from, let's say 11th, 12th grade if you started early. If you really was hollering at these chicks and get them, you probably in that 11th grade all the way to probably 26. Yeah. So that's what, 15, 16, all the way to 26. You in that dog stage. Ain't no, because you got to think about it. You finna graduate high school. You finna go to college. It's too many women. It's too many women. You might have a girlfriend, but you still in that dog phase. These are the levels of becoming an alpha man. Everybody has to go through it. I don't care what they talk about. I don't care all them videos y'all heard. These dudes, and they be like, nah, that ain't me. Every man went through these stages to get to where they are. And I'm going to get to the end because it's a twist at the end. It's a twist at the end of this, but let's keep going real quick. Here we go. So now he in that dog stage. He in that dog stage and he going back and forth, back and forth. You know, he got this, he got that. And then to every Superman, there's kryptonite. To every Superman, there's kryptonite. There is a woman out there that is always able to chain up that dog. Y'all heard what I said. Y'all heard what I said. Y'all heard what I said. There's always one woman that is able to chain up that dog. And that's because he ain't learned everything yet. All he know is, I had this chick, I had that chick, I had this chick, I had that chick. I've been running it up. I got all these bodies. I got this and that. I got this, I got that. Right? Right. That's what he has right now. But it's that one chick. See, it's that one chick that got that kryptonite. Let's call it that. Got that kryptonite. We ain't even talking about just vagina. We're talking about how she moved. How she challenged him. She ain't like the other ones he was getting. She wasn't an easy win. No, she wasn't an easy win. And she might have been the baddest one he ever had. Because you got to think about it. I'm going to be 100. If we don't keep 100, if you a dog, when you in that dog phase, the game is to run it up. The game is to run it up. So not everyone they touching. Not everyone they calling. Not everyone they getting is a 7, 8, 9, 10. Not even. Not even. Because we dog in the game. We here. We balling out here. We moving. We juking. We doing it. We taking one for the team. We over hollering it down. We over here. Cause we just moving like that. That's how we is. A dog ain't got no home. So we everywhere. Let's talk about it. I'm saying be 100. I'm trying to give y'all the game. I'm trying to put y'all on the levels of becoming a man. See, I'm talking to my brothers to understand where you are. Figure out where you are in this game. So you can go to the next level. Let's keep going. But there's always that one chick when he in that dog phase. It's always that one chick, and she may be the baddest one he ever had. Cause let's just say he getting a little bread. He getting a little bread. And then he come across them ones that we might see on them Instagrams. Or we might see on one of the ones, you know what I'm saying? You know it. You think about it. You know, when I say one of the ones, a name came to your mind. A name came to your mind. One of them. And she the baddest one he ever had. She the baddest one he ever tried, but she made him fight for it. She made him wait on it. She made him just to test him. Just to test him, because my thing is this. She don't really want him. She just said, oh, he getting that? Oh, he over there like that? Let me break him. Y'all done seen it. Y'all done seen it. Y'all done experienced it. Let me break them. Now you in the simp phase. Talk to me about it. Now you in the simp phase. Now this phase though. This phase a man can get stuck in. This phase a man can get stuck in. See, here's the deal. If you don't pop out of this simp phase, all you can do is go backwards. See, either you stuck or you go backwards. And what I mean by that, I'm going to get to it, how the twist of it. The twist of it. See, either you in that simp phase or you going backwards. See, you have to evolve at the simp phase, but you got to go through the simp phase. Every man got to go through that simp phase. I don't care what they tell you. Every man gotta go through that simp phase. Because you cannot evolve if you don't go through that simp phase. I don't care who. Y'all can watch all them videos. I be watching them. I be hearing some. Every man goes through the simp phase because you can't skip steps. So now you're in that simp phase. You overly passive. You overly attentive. You need that one. That's what you're telling yourself. You need that one. Yeah, I need that one. And you heard your partner say that. Ooh, I need that one. Ooh, I need that one. That's what we say. Ooh, I need that one. Simp phase. Why is that? Why is that? Because she's challenging you. She challenged you and she's presenting something you've never had. She's making you chase her. See, when you was a dog, you didn't have to chase it. See, think about it. When you was a dog, you didn't have to chase it. Now, you running the game up. You looking good, you smelling good, you moving good. This girl, see you talking to her, she wants you too. I remember, I'm gonna give y'all an example. I remember I used to work at the warehouse when I was in my middle 20s. Yeah, I used to work at one of these warehouses, Amazon codes. I used to do both, but listen to me. I used to work at the warehouse, and you know how the warehouse get down. Let's talk about it, right? I used to work at one of the warehouses, and I realized in there is like, if this girl see me talking to this girl that I'm not talking to want me. Huh? You hear me? This girl that I'm not talking to want me because she see me talking to this girl. See, the more girls you want, or the more girls you have, the more girls want you. Think about it. You in that dog phase. You ain't chasing none. They coming to you. Because it look like you got something. You got some clout. Look like you got some move. Look like you got some juice. Look like you got the glow. You hear me? Look like you got the glow. So I'm trying to see what that's about. If that girl talking to her, don't let her be the baddest one in the warehouse that you just happen to get real quick. All the ones under her. All the ones that feel like they under her, they want you. So like I said, but then that's that dog phase. You didn't have to chase in that dog phase. But in that simp phase, it's just that one. Now you still might have a few on the side. You know what I mean? Because that's part, you still there. Like I said, you only going backwards. If you don't evolve out of it, you only go backwards. But anyway, every man go through that simp phase where it's that one chick that he want because he say, ooh, I need her. And all she doing is playing you till she get the one she want. Till she get the one she want. Why you say that? Why you say that? Why can't it be mutual? Why can't it be mutual? Because she caught you when you was in your dog phase. She caught you when you was in your dog phase. She don't want you. She saw you with the other chicks. She saw how you move. She saw you in the dog phase. She don't want a dog, but she finna tame the dog. She finna break the dog. Think about the game now. You ain't never seen one come out of dog phase and get one. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Not straight out the dog phase, because if you a dog and you got it when you was in your dog phase and then you didn't have to chase it, come on, man. Come on now. Think about it. Think about where you at. I'm talking to you. I'm being 100 with you. If we gonna keep it 100, let's keep it 100. Hey, we untied over here. We're not going to hold nothing back. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to grow back because we talking about the levels of becoming a man. But this is where it gets important. What happens when that man is in that simp phase? See, that simp phase can last for a long time. See, don't let the simp have long bread. Don't let the simp have long bread. Then that relationship may last for a long time. Because she just trying to get whatever she can out of it until whoever she want call her name. Yeah, be 100 about it. Be 100. So then what happens is, this is where it becomes important. When that relationship fails, this is what happens to that man. Either he reverts back to dog phase, which means he has to go back to the simp phase. Because you got to think about it. You can't go from dog phase into alpha phase. You can't. You can't. You got to go dog, simp, alpha. And y'all may say, oh, that's your opinion. I came straight from dog to alpha. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You better think about it. No, you didn't. There has to be a period there where you mature. There's a period there where you mature to say, you know what? I'm better than that. I don't even like the kind of chicks that I used to like. See what I'm saying? Your maturity grows. That's how you escape the dog simp phase. Your maturity grows. Your viewpoint grows. Your desires grow. What you want from a woman grows. And it ain't just about sex. It ain't just about having a number. See? It ain't just about having her on your arm, having a trophy. It ain't about that. It comes into a more. You start thinking about what she can help me build. This is how you come out of that simp phase, because not every woman fits that bill. Not everyone, not everyone is going to provide what you need to grow, to mature to that next level. That's how you come out of the simp phase, because if you out of that simp phase, you think about what she can provide, what she can bring to me to help me build, help me add to what I'm doing, and not just take it from me. Now you're maturing. You're maturing to a whole nother level. And I'm not saying add to you financially, because you may have that long bread where she might not have to, but you might not have had your mom growing up, so she might bring nurture to you. You might have been an only child, so she might want a couple kids down the line. You may not be good at algebra. She's really good at algebra, and you've been doing this for your accountant or something. I don't know. I'm just giving you some examples of how you start changing your mindset when you out of that simp stage. See, here is what we've, as a community, as a culture, here is where we've failed. Because now we're finna talk about the alpha male. We've got confused thinking that a man with a lot of money, a man with a lot of resources is an alpha male. See, we've gotten to understand that, or we've begun to think rather, that a man with a lot of money is a high value man. No, sir. No, sir. They do not correlate. They do not correlate. And argue with your mama. They do not correlate. Anybody can have a lot of money. Let's say they came into their money from inheritance. They didn't have to work a day in their life. Does that make them a high value man? Does that make them an alpha man because they inherited a whole bunch of money? See, there's intangibles that make that man a high value man. His faith is the most important thing that adds to his value. That's the most important thing, followed by his morals, followed by his discipline, his perseverance, his what else we got? His stick-to-itiveness, which is his perseverance. But it's these intangibles, his respect. See, and it's not just respect that he gets from people that he just random. It's the respect that he commands without demanding it. He walks into a room and he automatically gets that respect because they see something different about him. He ain't out here thinking he got respect or he an alpha man because he got 10 girls and he calling her the B word. He talking down her. That don't make you an alpha man. That don't make you a high value man because you got a lot of money. I'm being 100 with you. I'm being 100 with you. And like I say, you can argue with your mama. You can hate me. You can click off this. But we know the difference. See, I used to think, and this is how they think now. This is how men think right now. I'm an alpha man because I got all these women. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. See, the game is different. If you think about the game, how you supposed to play the game. We played that game when, like I said, when we was beta males, when we was dogs. That's the game we play. How many I can run up? I'm trying to see how many I can run through. Because we outnumbered anyway. I'm trying to see how many I can add to my ledger so I can talk back to my, hey, bro, I would have had that. Oh, yeah, let me tell you about that. You know what I'm saying? The game different now. The game is different now. Let me tell you the game. I'm finna drop a nugget. Pay attention. Here's the new game. Here's the new game. The new game is be sought after, but not able to be caught. Ooh, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you right now. That's how you become a high value man. Because the value goes up. The more want you, but they can't get you. Think about it. If a Lamborghini, well, let's not use a Lamborghini. Let's use I'm trying to think of a very, very expensive car. In your mind, think about the most expensive car, right? I think a Bugatti is $1 million or so many millions of dollars. Who knows, right? If everybody had a Bugatti, do you think it'll still be worth millions of dollars? No, sir. No, sir, it will not. Because everybody got it. It's the mystique behind it. It's the man. Can't nobody in here, can't no girl in here say, oh, I got his number. Girl, let me tell you, but no, they can't. No, they can't. The new game is to be sought after, but not able to be caught. That's the new game. That's the new game. You got to play that game. But the only way you can play that game is if you got discipline. You got to have morals. But here's the beauty of that. When you play that game, you get to choose which one you want. And you get to look at all her features. You get to look at all her tangibles. You get to look at all her intangibles. You get to look at everything about her and decide, do I want this one or that one? You have the pick of the litter because your value is high. Now you're an alpha male. Now you're a leader. Because everybody like, dang, why they follow him like that? Yeah, I just gave you the levels of becoming a man. You start out as a beta. I don't care what nobody say. Can no one disprove this? Every man started out as a beta. Every man went through a dog phase. Every man went through a simp phase before they became an alpha man, an alpha dog, or whatever descriptive term you want to put on it. I just like a leader. I just like, hey, he a man. He a grown man. We ain't no kids no more. We ain't no kids no more. The best leaders are the ones that implore and tell and show and encourage the ones that follow them to be the best that they can be. Those are the best leaders. Anybody can just lead. But I need you to be better. I need you to grow. I need your wings to develop so you can fly. Like I said, this is unTIEd, man. I appreciate y'all sitting in and having this conversation with me. If you have any thoughts on the next conversation or what you want to talk about, leave it down in the comment below. If you have any opinions, if you didn't like what I had to say, leave it down in the comments below. If you like what we had to talk about, if you agree, leave it down in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment. Make sure you share this. Make sure you tell the folks, hey, we out here having conversations and they untied. Ain't no borders, ain't no parameters, ain't no situation, ain't no holding us back. We not even worried about if we get flagged or if we get views or if we get money from this. We just having a conversation because at the end of the day, we gonna grow anyway. I'm trying to do this so you and I can grow together. I love y'all. I'm out.